Welcome back to another episode of the Gamblers Grind Podcast. It is your boy Make a Wish here, and I got something very important to talk about here. And like I said before, we're going to talk about some educational things, some things that actually help you become better gamblers, better grinders, okay? And today's topic is something that's very, very, very critical, all right? Excuse me. So, I'm going to put out this. What is a leak? What is a leak? I'm not talking about the food either, okay? So, a leak and how bad it is for you in your life as a gambler. Just quick, easy peasy, just like a faucet. There's a pipe with a hole in it, leaking out. Water's bleeding out the side, okay? That's what happens here to your bankroll, to your winnings, to your potential savings. If you have a leak in your game, in your betting strategy, or whatever it is that you're doing to maintain your bankroll, you're going to keep piss money away. That's a short, sweet answer to that. A leak is something that you have in your game plan that you need to adjust or close up to stop having your money go out the wayside. All right? It's easy. And the thing about that is you have to realize what your leak is, or leaks. And as you adjust to do more things in your game to get better and higher, more improved, leaks are just going to change to something else if you're not careful. That's one thing about being a degenerate gambler, is that you're leaking everywhere at the same time, and you don't know where you're leaking at without ever addressing this. A leak is critical for your bankroll. So let's say like this, okay? A perfect case in point. I know a couple people through the course of my gambling career who have this. One guy currently has this, which I'll discuss that in a second. Well, I haven't talked to him maybe about a month about it, maybe two. So it may have improved a little bit. We'll find out. Hopefully he sees this too and talks to me like this later in my comments below or something, you know? But one of my high heavy poker days, right? One of my good buddies I play poker with all the time. His huge leak, okay? He was great. He was great poker. Great mindset, great discipline sometimes. Was able to stay focused and control. Played by cadaverics and that kind of stuff. Like, let's say we get further. Like, I have a huge heavy poker background for my gambling. So a lot of my things come from that mindset and how to approach things with that stuff I learned from there into this stuff, okay? And this leak though that he had was substantially critical. So let's say it's a Friday night. Our plan was to go to our local casino, right? Or any local casinos. We would go nearby, stop in like 7 o'clock, 7:30 at night, leave at like 6 in the morning, 5 in the morning, depending on what's going on, how heavy the tables are, or the action's going on. I'm just say 1, 2, 1, 3 at the time at the casinos. Mostly 1, 2 at the time. 1, 3 wasn't too wide, the spread at the casinos then. But the 1, 2 plays all night or whatever, had a great time. He was consistently profitable all the time, playing there, okay? So let's say with 2 full bullets, $400, all right? 2 buy-ins, all right? And then he would go there and return that $200 into like $1,300, $1,400. Let's just say like on average, let's say we average like $700. Well, not we, he did, okay? I'm not talking about me right now. He averaged like $700. So that $400 turned into $1,100. Leave casino with $1,100 in his pocket, right? All right. And then what do you do? For celebration, that next day, depending on what Saturday was, friends or whatever, next night, whatever, you go piss it all away in alcohol, getting drunk and having parties, wherever it is, okay? So that $400 that $700 you made, all gone. Maybe you had like $25 left. So now his bankroll is back down to $425. And then we go that Saturday night or that Sunday, whichever day it is, because we were playing like literally every day just about. House games, casino games, wherever available, poker tournaments, cash games, wherever, depending on what the day was, you know what I'm saying? We was hopping around. And like I said, let's say that's Sunday, we go to another cash game, or another cash game, right? Same thing happened. Turn that $400 into, let's say, just $900 total, right? Same thing happened. You take that $500 profit, maybe even $600, cut into the bankroll a little bit, piss all the way, getting drunk, having a good time, having a blast, you know what I'm saying? Party up, buy people drinks, have a good time, rinse, wash, repeat. With this guy, this shit continued we played a lot of poker over the years, but he would do the same thing, like when we were playing like that, like at least 12, 13 times in a month. At least, because not every day was not a profitable day, obviously, you know what I'm saying? That's unfortunately come with the territory. You can't always consistently profit every single day through betting, sports betting, gambling, whatever. You can't do that unless you do high volumes. And even then, the volume is because you're going like this. That's what happens. If you're profitable after making 100 bets, you're profitable after making 100 bets. But it could be 20 bets, you might be down. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole point. So it's a roller coaster. That's how it is. So in that situation, like I said, you were consistent do all the time. So that was his biggest leak. And I don't recall that we ever plugged that leak for him or just redirected somewhere else. But at the time, that was not the purpose. We were just degenerate grinders. So that's that. And then quick another story. My other guy. This one here, like I said, I want to get too heavy into it, but this is actually you guys got to hear this because this is very important stuff. So my man here, he, hell of a UFC better. Like, it started with the big guys only, and then he started betting all the way down to the pre-qualified, the preliminaries. This is preliminaries and that kind of stuff. He would bet everyone, research heavy, do all the information, this and that, making bank week after week, day after day, depending what's going on, between like $800 to $1,800 a week. That's what he was doing. This is the UFC betting. He played a little poker too every now and then, you know what I'm saying? But that wasn't the big thing. The poker wasn't a league per se. Too much. Drastic league, okay? It was a small league, but not drastic league. His real league, though, Baccarat. Loved Baccarat. So, like I said, the UFC, he would go do his thing, make $800. He said, man, $825. Man, I was hoping for $1,000 and go try to make $175 on a Baccarat table. And then you'd be at a Baccarat table for about 3 hours because he's roller coaster up and down, trying to get the money back to where he lost. He got up and down. And that was one of the biggest things. That ended up being one of his leaks because of the fact that that's one of the games that even though he enjoyed it, it was something that he didn't want to let go. Not sure if he has recently let go of it or not, because we talked about it a bunch of times over the years. But maybe so, maybe not. If not, hey, there's a leak that he needs to be addressed. And that's one of the biggest things I want to say, though, is when we have a leak like that, we have to address it. To be aware of it, put it up in the forefront, address it, and try to minimize it as best as possible. Because the only way that you're going to be, let's say you're going to be a professional gambler, or just make some side money or whatever, is you have to optimize your profits when you can and minimize your losses whenever you can. Somehow, some way, you have to look into things and try to minimize things. That's why we have I may favor the system too, but you probably heard the system of the lean, lock, and light type situations, where like that system myself, some things are things you shouldn't bet, or some things are questionable bets. Some things are very, very confident bets. Some bets are they're there and they're looking could be good, but could be like being able to discern which bets are the ones you want to bet, not bet, or discerning how much money you want to risk at the time. So we're not going to talk about the right now in the league system. And if you're betting all three all the time, and you have 85% bet, a 65% bet, and a 32% bet, well, that's going to be a leak some point in time. When you hit, great. When you don't, consistently over and over and over, it adds up. That's the thing. So if you got a chance, stop, take a little time to analyze your game, look at yourself, see where your leaks are at if you can. And if you have a small leak, a big leak, whatever, let me know down in the comments below, because the information that you share with us will help other people be more aware of their own leaks. Like I said, my own one leak that I'm currently working through, which is actually one of the reasons why I'm actually doing this stuff channel now, is actually perfect case. I'm gonna talk about it a little bit now. I'm a live bettor more often than not. So especially when I'm betting tennis, I'm a live bettor. When I'm having great runs, so I could call points or points, just that, whatever it is I'm doing, okay? But when the good is great, it's great. When it's not, it's not. And that's one of the things I'm trying to do, is I'm actually trying to readjust my tennis betting, because that's actually the reason why this actually channel was going to be starting focusing on tennis at first and making less live bets and focusing more on the sets and the plays and money lines, all that kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying? But I'm still working through that first. And I don't want to give you guys the information, but I'm very kept abreast with the tennis world. But I don't want to give you guys bad information, because like I said, I can tell you guys this information here and then live bet and save myself from bad bets that I potentially made. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to actually give you guys good information. So like I said, I want you guys to make money off the information I'm giving to you, because I have a lot of information to give and it helps me out too. But I adjust. That's one thing too. I'll talk about that too. Difference between live betting and regular betting. Okay? So yeah, that being said, I'm gonna let that go for now. Consider your leagues. Look at your game. Look at your betting strategies. Look at how you handle yourself on the table, and off the table, okay? When you're betting, when you're not betting. And consider where it is that you're potentially pissing money away from your bankroll, or not optimizing the money you keep in your pocket. That kind of stuff. So that being said, let me know down in the comments below. And if this has actually helped you, hit me with a like or hit me with a share. Pass this on. Pass this to another gambler you know to help them out, because this information is very important. And we are in a business of trying to make money. I'm trying to make you guys money with my money. I'm trying to make you, you know what I'm saying? So, as always, happy gambling grinders. Make a wish. Out.